Okay, I just have to talk about this because I feel like people are not realizing what they're doing before they're posting certain things on social media. There's a specific kind of post that I've been seeing lately, and this has happened very, very frequently in my area, and it's something that I feel like needs to be talked about. Say you have those Facebook groups that are for your city that's like, let's say you live in Orlando, Florida, Orlando News You Should Know, or Orlando People. People are posting things in these groups. Specifically, they're posting photos of people's debit cards, credit cards, driver's licenses, things like that. There's of these things in the group, and they're saying, hey, this was found at X place. It was turned into the store. Now, at first, like, hearing of that, you're thinking, oh, that's so innocent. Like, they're trying to help somebody get their information back. But they're posting photos of these cards. Now they're covering the important information on the card, like the card number. The important information is not just the card number on a card. And let me show you an example of something. All of the red crossing out I did, all of this was information that was open to the public to see on this public Facebook group. So first thing, you're going to have the logo and name of the bank that the card was printed at. Right here was the last 4 digits of the card number. There was also an expiration date visible, the person's name, and actually a business name, because if you'll notice here it says business debit card. Debit cards are always going to say either consumer or business, and so it gave a business name and a person's name. And then this was actually the logo of the card company, so like MasterCard, Visa, that type of thing. And then if you go right up here, this was the name of the city in which the person lives in. So it's like, if you live in Orlando, Florida, it would have said Orlando News You Should Know. And then the post actually said the place that the card was found at. And it actually specified that it was found at a certain pump at that gas station. So that information alone, the scammer, they know what city the person lives in. They know their full name, their first and last name, and then they know what bank they bank with. So all they have to do is go on something like, say, Court Connect. I don't know if you're familiar with what Court Connect is. If you're not, it's basically a public space to search for public documents, public records, things like marriage licenses, divorce decrees, different things like that. Is their first and last name and the state that they live in, and you can search anything you want. Literally for anybody. If you've never done it before, go search yourself on Court Connect for your state and see what comes up. And that's the information that's public to anybody who wants to search on you. So you have not only given a hacker a person's full name and the place that they live, but now they're going to have access to possibly their date of birth, possibly their social security number, any information like that. This is something that banks have to battle daily.